Hello YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. It's been a while since I posted a video, but I do have something I wanted to post since this is September and September is National Preparedness Month. In honor of National Preparedness Month, what I want to do today is take a look at the MyMedic FAK Large First Aid Kits. Stay tuned. So today we're talking about the MyMedic FAK Large, and this is the advanced version. It's similar to what they call the Pro now. This is going to be almost a catch-all type first aid kit. This is going to have pretty much more than you're ever going to need, which is not a bad thing with the first aid kit. You definitely want to be able to address pretty much any issue that you may run into with the first aid kit. First off, let's talk about how I got this. I've used affiliate links for MyMedic for quite a while now. Back in April, they offered to send me one to basically review on the channel. They sent me this, which pretty much has almost anything that I could need for using at the range or around the house, traveling, things like that. They did not have any kind of requirements as far as what I say about it, simply that it was mine to use and review. So just wanted to let you know that I did get this sent to me for the review. So before we dive into the first aid kit, I just wanted to say first off, this is going to be a fairly basic overview of the kit because I am not a trained medic or anything of the sort, and I don't play one on TV. I do have some basic first aid training, AED, CPR, and the CAT tourniquet. But that is pretty much it as far as my medical training. So a lot of this I'm just going to be showing you the features of this kit and not exactly pretending like I know how everything is used. MyMedic does have some great videos on their website and on their YouTube channel that show you how to use more of this equipment. And then obviously, if you want to use everything that's in a kit like this, I would suggest you get training because you're not going to be able to properly and thoroughly use everything without some sort of training. All right, so before we take this inside and spread everything out on the table to see what's inside of it, let's just talk real quick about the external of the kit. This is a large kit. I'll go ahead and throw up the dimensions on the screen. Probably not something you're going to put in a backpack if you're backpacking or things like that. It is a great size to throw in your vehicle when you're headed to the range. If you're going on a camping trip or four-wheeling, something like that, and just to keep around the house where you might need it. As you can see on the front, it has basically the soft side of Velcro on the entire front of the case. It also has MOLLE style web attachments. So everything from little Velcro stickers to attaching some equipment on the outside in order to be easy to grab. You can use that to kind of customize the external parts of it inside. On the back, it also has MOLLE so that you can attach it to another larger bag with MOLLE attachments, or something that I'm looking at doing is if you attach MOLLE to the back of a seat in your vehicle, so maybe on the back of your front seat, attach some MOLLE webbing, you'd be able to attach this securely on there. Along with the one on the back, one of the things I like is when you undo this strap, you can actually tear this bag off, and it has a strap on it. You could either throw over your shoulder or go old school like a fanny pack, and if it's attached to your car or something like that, you'd be able to tear this off and take it with you out to where you actually need to deploy it. So that's kind of a nice feature. I do actually like that. Just gives you a little bit more options on how to store it and still be able to deploy it quickly. All right, for opening the bag up, you have this strap on the front that actually helps tie it into the Velcro removable case on the back. Another little Velcro strap, and then your zippers, which open up the case, allow you to access everything inside of it. Just for ease, we're going to take this inside and throw it up on a table so that you can see everything that comes out of here a little bit easier, because there is a lot inside this kit. So we're going to take a look at it inside to actually see everything that this kit comes with. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at the inside of this kit. As you can see, there is a lot in here, especially as we actually get it out and take a look at it. MyMedic kind of organizes things based on different uses and size of what is in here. They like to break down into various larger topics like burn or bleed, and products that will help you solve whatever that specific issue is. So we're going to just start with one side. Remember, I'm not medically trained, so if you're going to use a kit like this, go ahead and make sure that you either get medical training or only use what you're able to based on your training. The great thing with having a kit like this that's overly prepared, even if you aren't trained in it, is say you throw it in your car and you're first on the scene of an accident, or you've got it at the range. Even if you may not be trained on everything in here, you might get another passerby or another person that is trained to use it, just doesn't have the equipment with them, so you might still be able to use it. So starting over here, emergency pressure bandage. As you can see, a lot of this is individually marked and wrapped. The nice thing with that is if you end up using it, you can go to their website and basically get replacements that specifically fit what you used to restock your kit. Next over here, these are glucose gels, so if somebody's having an issue that you think might be related to blood sugar. Here you have some paracord, which is always helpful, and a whistle for emergency use. Light stick over here if you need to light up an area or maybe mark your location. Here we have two, they call them super wraps. Basically it's like a gauze or a compression bandage of some sort that you're able to use. Rapid tourniquet. There are several different types of tourniquets that you can use. These are a good thing to use based on what you're trained on. I wouldn't just use any tourniquet without some kind of knowledge of how it works and why it works the way it does. So me personally, I've been trained on the cat tourniquet, so I don't really know whether which tourniquet is better or not, but I've been trained on the cat, so I'm more likely to use the cat than something like this. Now getting back into here, behind some of these you can see there's a lot of smaller compartments. We've got space blankets. There's actually 3 of them in this kit, so a couple different options depending on if you need to wrap multiple people or exactly what you need out of that. So next here is basically a bag with burn kit equipment. So these are sterile trauma hydrogel treatments, and there's a couple of them that are just, there's smaller packets that are just the oil, and then there's 2 packets in here that actually contain the a dressing with the gel already on it. So depending on the size and severity of your burn, there's a couple different options for treating that. Now coming up here, you have a variety of gauzes, so from a wrap and then different sterile pad sizes. So again, a couple different options depending on the size of the injury. And there are multiples of each size inside there, so you have a couple different options. Bleeding control dressing. So this one's got some treatment on it for bleed control. Here, especially if you're using this at the range or any kind of penetrating injury, this is a chest seal. Could be a lifesaver in case of a penetrating chest injury. And then instant cold pack. Now this definitely is useful. So that's kind of your options on this side of the case. So let's go ahead and take a look at the other side. All right, so we've packed that side back up just to make some room for taking a look at this other side. So on this side, you'll see that we have 2 pouches that flip out. We'll open those in just a second. The nice thing I like about these pouches is they are Velcro. So you can either use what's in these pouches, or you could set those up however you want, where if you need to just deploy quickly with less equipment, you might be able to put just a certain number of items or certain things like your bleed control into those if you want to grab them. And on this side, we've got tape, good size roll of that. your shears. You've got 2 compression bandages. Right here we have 4 ounces of sterile fluid, great for rinsing wounds, similar uses to that. We've got splint material here, setting up a splint. Electrolyte tablets. These are something pretty similar to like a Noon tablet or something like that. If somebody's dehydrated and you think there's an issue with electrolytes, you can have them use that. We've got a couple smaller splints for fingers. Here we've got a kit full of smaller accessories. You've got a small light, thermometer, a couple different sizes of tweezers. You've got a couple different hemostats available, and then you've also got some scalpel blades in there for various uses. Triangular bandage. CPR shield. Great to have. This one's just a very basic thin plastic one. You have a couple nasal pharyngeal airways in here. That's definitely something I wouldn't typically use without some kind of training. And another CPR shield over here. So that's kind of your main compartment over here. Again, there's several straps and pockets that you can use to arrange this however you would like to. Alright, let's take a look at these tear-off kits next. We'll go ahead and tear both of those off. Move everything else out of the way. These are set up with some smaller items in them. So this side you've got some gloves. A few different basic smaller band-aids. Super Skin, that's basically their version of moleskin, great for hiking and blister prevention, or using to wrap around a blister once you have one. Secure Strip adhesive wound closures. You've got a couple micro-mend cut kits. So these are ways to secure a cut if you end up not having sutures available. Bandage pack, sorted bandages for cuts. It says fingers, elbows, and knees. Another micro-mend kit and another bandage kit in there. Again, these small pouches could be very useful if you want to set your chest seal stuff in one of them, or like this, certain number of bandages. So right now this one's set up to treat small cuts. And then in this side, they have included most of the medications that are in here. So I won't go through every single one of these, but you've got some moist towelettes, antiseptic towelettes, you've got some sunscreen, triple antibiotic lotion, and then you've got various Tylenol, things that will treat allergies, ibuprofen, just basic medications that are worth carrying with you. They're all in individual wrapped containers, so if you need a dose of ibuprofen or something like that, you can pull out just what you need. Again, these are very easy to replace as you use them, so no reason really not to use them in your kit. In here we've got some more with some aspirin, some Dramamine. Again, just a lot of the small medications that might come in handy to help treat minor injuries or issues that you might have, like dehydration, allergic reactions, things like that. Alright, that is the MyMedic FAK Large kit, and this is the advanced, I believe it's also known now as the Pro kit. September is National Preparedness Month, so if you're interested in one of the first aid kits, take a look on their website. They've got everything from real small individual kits to larger kits made for various things from construction to boating, hiking, pretty much anything that you can think of. If you're interested in picking up one of the kits, I have an affiliate link in the description below. That does give me a small cut of whatever purchase is made, but it doesn't cost you anything extra. It just goes to help support this channel and hopefully make it easier for me to produce more content in the future. Along with that, if you use the code ADVENTURE20 also in the description below, you can save 20% off your next order. So that's the FAK Large kit. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Like I said, I'm not medically trained, but I will try to answer what I can and maybe help you find answers if I don't know it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.